Hey, good morning, Riley. Welcome to Miss Campbell. And this is how I do it. Welcome to school, whether you're at home or anywhere in the world. We know that you're in Australia and I'm in Jamaica. So welcome to Miss Campbell. Let me hold this down. And Miss Monet's class. We start our morning every day by doing the kindness pledge. The kindness pledge. I read it first and then the kids repeat after me, and we'll do this until everyone gets to know it in the classroom. I pledge to myself on this day to try to be kind in every way to every person, big and small. I will help them if they fall. If I love myself and others too, that is the best that I can do. And usually when we're saying it, we have actions to go with it, like big and small, and if we fall, they go down to the ground. And we always emphasize that is the best that I can do, because each day we try to do our very, very, very best. After we do the kindness pledge, we usually do the name song. I'm going to do your song, your name for you, so you can hear what we do. I hold it up to the camera so everybody can see whose name it is, and then we sing, Riley's here today, Riley's here today, let's wave hello, Riley's here today. And because you're in the afternoon song, we'll say, good afternoon, Riley, and you'll say, good afternoon, everyone. Then we sing our good morning song. It's a Greg and Steve song. Good morning to my friends. Good morning to my teachers too. I'm gonna have a great day. I usually pull it up on my phone and we sing that song together. We're gonna have a great day. A lot of my songs are Greg and Steve because in Jamaica, that's the one I can actually find on my phone. We were doing a different good morning song before we came, but once I got here, I couldn't find it on my phone anymore. Then of course we do the calendar. And we tell our friends that the calendar is very important because we all have our birthdays in a specific month. So knowing the months of the year is really important because we have our birthdays and we have different celebrations, depending on the month. Let's figure out how to keep this from falling down. That's my challenge, of course. So let's go to the calendar. So I'll ask the kids what our month is, say it, and we'll count the days that we've used so far in the month, and then we'll put the number up. We will also say the year. We'll sing our days of the week song, which is, there are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in the week. We hold up 5 high fives and 2 bunny ears to make the number 7 on our fingers. And then we sing the song. And then we go like, after we say there are 7 days, we go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we go to the months of the year. And we sing the song by Greg and Steve. It's like January, February, March, and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. And we sing that twice because it goes through twice. So maybe if your parents can pull up Greg and Steve on their phone, then it will work. It'll be the song that we'll be singing. And that one we'll use for the rest of the year. So when we come back to school, we'll be doing it. Now this week, our letter of the week was the letter E. And we had our friends. Oh, and we chose E because Elizabeth's name began with E, Everett's name began with E, Eloise's name began with E, and Ellie. So we chose the letter E because we had so many students in our class whose name begins with the letter E. So we traced the E by, of course that's not the first way, that's not the first line used. You go down your vertical line first, and then you do your horizontal line. I'm probably going backwards. 3 horizontal lines to create the uppercase E. When we do the lowercase e, we do a horizontal line, and then we do a curve, almost like we're making a 0, but we don't close it. So students practice writing their letters E all week. And then they also have to bring in items that begin with the letter E. They had to bring to the table, to the camera, things that began with the letter E. So we had a lot of elephants. We had an excavator. We had an eraser. What else did we have? So they all had to show us, well, I brought this because it began with the letter E. And we did our E poem, which is Edna the elephant. Holds eggs on her head, and then we have to sound out the and we know that E has two sounds, so then we did the E. Edna has 11 eggs, and then the students have to find the E's in our poem and circle them. So what else did we do this week? Last week we read the story I Like Me. And we had to do a collage using our favorite color. What's your favorite color? So we took paper that was our favorite color, and we taught the kids how to rip it up into as many pieces as you want to create a collage using your favorite color. So that's what we did with the book I Like Me. And I went on Epic Books to see if it was on there, and it wasn't. So, and I did not bring it with me to show you what it is or to even read it to you. This week we did My Five Senses because I couldn't find a book on Taste It. But because our five senses, one of them is taste, we read this book a couple of times, about 3 times this week. And then my students was able to draw a picture. Friday they used crayons. And we drew a picture about our favorite foods, and we colored it, and then we showed to the class. We read it to the class. My favorite food is. And some of our kids' favorite food was macaroni and cheese. Some had meatballs. So that was the art activity we did this week. We also, with the letter E, let me not jump back and forth, is we had to find words on our chart. I wrote it down so everybody can see it. Words that began with the letter E. What words could you think of? Though we did a whole body song where we used our eyes, eyebrows, eyelashes, elbow, ears. All of these words begin with the letter E. So students were able to give that back to us. And then I had some more words that I showed them, like this. What is this? And they'll say an eagle. And what letter does the eagle begin with? The letter E. Then, of course, everybody knew this because we had a lot of elephants. Elephants begin with the letter E. And then we had, I think somebody brought in eggs. Eggs begin with the letter E. This one was the hardest one of all. What we used to write, when we write a letter, we put this in when we were mailing it, envelope. A lot of kids had trouble recognizing envelopes. And then we brainstormed, and we came up with different words that began with the letter E. And moving along, so let me show you, we also did the number 0 this week. And we read the story, 0 is the number of leaves on the tree. We did the letter E and the sight word the. Now we sang the sight word song that we found online with Jack Hartman. His is the one that we used most, and because it tells you how to spell it, it breaks it down, it shows you the missing letters. So maybe Mom and Dad can pull that up for you. Jack Hartman, sight words. I like learning my sight words. I think it's catchy and it pulls kids in. I use Jack Hartman a lot, Mom and Dad, so if you want to stick to the stuff that we use, it's Jack Hartman and Greg and Steve for music. And when we're doing our action, it's Kids in Action is one of the ones that I like to use too. I did videotape a class, but it was so horrible I cannot send it to you. What else? And then we get to our message time. So message time is one of the places where we do a lot of learning, right? We have to, message time is where we learn how to write. We learn how to recognize the letters that we're learning. We learn that we read from top to bottom, left to right. We learn how many sentences are in a passage that we're reading. We learn how many lines there are. So message time teaches us a lot of things. And I usually start with the title. And when I'm ready to do message time, I say to my kids, what time is it? And they're supposed to yell back, message time. So I start off by writing the title, M-E, and they repeat the letters after me, S-S-A-G-E, that's my one word, that's message, and now I'm going to write the word time, T-I-M-E, message time. That's my title. What is a title? One thing they have to answer. A title tells us what anything, whether it's a message, a book, a story, a music, a poem, a movie. Title tells us what it's going to be about. Then I go and I start with my first sentence, and I write good, and then I say it, and the students repeat after me. Good morning, and you say morning, boys and girls. Now I only did this sentence for the first week. I did one sentence. How many sentences did I write? One. And what is this at the end of my sentence? It's what we're learning. It is a period, and a period is a sentence ender. When you see a period, what does it mean? It means you stop. So it's a sentence ender, and it means that you stop. How many sentences have I written so far? One. How do we know? Because we counted one sentence ender. And that was last week, we did one. This week we did two sentences, so we did good morning, boys and girls. And then I'll go into the date. If we've done the date, I'll say, today is, let's say today's Friday. Friday, September, and then you repeat after me, September 18, 2020. And then I put another sentence ender, which is the period. And we reinforce that it's a sentence ender and it means to stop. And now how many sentences do we have? We have two sentences. And then we'll go on to how many lines do we have, and so on and so forth. And then next week I'll add another sentence, and so on and so forth till we build up. I usually don't do more than 5 or 6 sentences by the time we're done, because it's always about time. Let me see if I missed anything. Now when we do our numbers, we sing the number song. Jack Hartman, Count to 100. So I really like his stuff. Catchy. So we're learning to count by ones, and we use the Jack Hartman song, Count to 100. So just Google Count to 100 by Jack Hartman, and you'll find the song that we use. I think that's about it, and there goes our 2 hours. Miss Monet will play a game with them in between. We get up and we dance in between, like going on a bear hunt, or the free song. So we do those in between. So it makes it move along, and it gives the kids movement as well. And then we have our snack in between. Usually when we have our snack, I'm either playing a video like the song or the Count to 100, or I'm reading a story. So, but I still give them a chance to go to the bathroom and whatever else. Because we have so little time and we have so much to do, I try to squeeze everything in, and then we like to share. So next week now, got Ms. Riley. We're going to be doing the letter H. So in the same thing that we did for the letter E, we're going to do the letter H. We're going to read our H story. I'll read it to you now. Our H poem, we'll do it. I'll read it to you now. It says, Henry hops upon his bed. How high can he hop? The sound of the letter H. Higher, higher, ouch. So with this, we go over the poem several times, and I have the kids find uppercase H's, lowercase h's. We find the H song in our alphabet song. So I go online and I pull up H songs, letter song, letter, alphabet. So I'm looking for the alphabet letter H. Pull it up, I plate with the kids so they can see it. I'm using my phone. I'll put it to the camera so they can hear it, see it. And we practice writing it in the air, and then we practice writing on their whiteboard. So they'll write the letter H, and then so on and forth. So the same thing repeats itself with different letters. And our new sight word, and we're not going to start this till Tuesday, is going to be the word and. And let me see if I can find it. Ooh, there it is. The new sight word starting Tuesday is going to be the word and. So we've done the, and now we're going to go to the word and. Usually once a week we'll change it. But I'll play that by ear. I may not switch to and. I'll see how well we do with the. Tomorrow will be my gauge to see am I going to switch it to the sight word and. But usually once a week we do another sight word so that by the end of the year you would have known a lot of sight words. And these are called sight words because they're words that you really can't sound out, even as you learn your letter sounds, some words are very hard to sound out. So we just have to recognize them by looking at them by sight. And then, Riley, to finish our day, we stand up and we do affirmations. We use words that make us feel good about ourselves. For instance, let's stand on our feet. Let's close out with our affirmations. And we start off. I am special. Repeat after me. I am special. I'll say something like, I am kind, and then you'll say, I am kind. I am marvelous, and my students will say it. They're marvelous. I like my family. I like my hair. I like my nose. I like my eyes. I am creative. I am. So we do a lot of I am. And I like my school. I like my friends. I like my teachers. And we always end it with I like me. We can push anything in between that we want to do. And eventually what happens is you guys get to do it. We take turns. And one of you become the teacher and we repeat whatever you say. So because we're just building and starting, it's so awkward, it's taking time. So if you have any questions, Riley, or if you need me, just text me and call me and we'll do the 5 o'clock in the afternoon thing again. Just let me know. We'll do it anytime you're ready. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for being so patient. And I will try again to video a class, and hopefully it'll be good that I could send to you. That one was madness. I could not have sent it. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye, Riley.